Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Little Miss Recap is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Little Miss Recap. My name's Amy.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
We're here at the finale, girl.
We're here at the finale, and
It was good.
it was good. Shekinah and Sarper are ridiculous, but good for them.
Good for them, but we're going to break this down. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Yes.
And they were our 90th wedding.
They were the 90th wedding. So one of the assignments that we received in our preview
Was to
edition
talk about weddings.
is to talk about like some of our favorite, most memorable moments on 90-day weddings.
What I have to say, though, is for all the hype that we've gotten from the network and stuff, it wasn't mentioned at all on the show.
I thought that was weird. I
was expecting Shekinah and Sarper, 90th 90-day wedding.
Right, like I thought they would tell them in the confessional.
Right, something.
Yeah.
Something. Don't be curious. Yeah, I was like,
nothing.
I wanted something big to happen, but
so you know me, I tend to forget things the minute
goldfish brain.
Yes, the minute it comes in my brain, it goes out. I was trying to think of some weddings that I thought were beautiful.
Okay.
And I seem to remember, didn't Asuelu and Kalani have a very traditional Samoa wedding?
No, they got married on a boat.
They got married on a boat?
They got married on a boat. And remember, she had to tell everybody, or she told her sister and her father that she was
pregnant
again.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
How many weddings have we had where people have told people they're pregnant?
Not as many as you would think.
Okay.
I feel like pregnancy weddings happen more on Lalu than they happen on 90 Day.
Weddings don't happen on Lalu.
No, weddings happen quite often on Lalu, which is
That's
the problem.
True. That's true.
That's
They just
the problem.
They just don't stick.
They don't last. They don't
Now,
last
I can tell
at
you
all.
some of my favorite Lalu weddings. John and Christiana get married in the back of the pickup truck.
The back of the pickup truck is really some of the best thing we've ever seen. I'm going to go with most beautiful 90-day wedding, and there were some really pretty ones. But I'm going to go with, and I hate this because they've turned into terrible people.
Are you going to say Danny and Amy?
Yes. It was
Yes,
one of the most beautiful weddings.
Yes, I agree.
I hate that they're homophobic.
My answer too, yes.
But that wedding was so lovely.
And it was like in the backyard.
It was at like a farm,
but
somewhere.
It was like in a field. It was
it was
beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Yes.
I actually just brought up 90-day weddings we'll never forget.
Ooh, let me look.
So let's go through this real quick.
Okay.
Alan and Kirilam. I don't remember their wedding, but I really try not to think about them because that's like some weird math that I don't want to be really close to.
Are there pictures in this article you're doing?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
then
I
you
will
need to
text
send it to me.
you. I will text it to you.
Sorry, guys. I'm a visual learner. I need to visually see it. That's just how my brain operates.
All good.
Everybody has a different learning style.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
here we
fine.
go.
Russ and Powell. No, don't care.
No.
If I never see her again, it's too soon.
What am I doing? Viewing the gallery.
Yeah. Lauren and Alexi's, both of their weddings were really beautiful. The one in the U.S. and then remember the one that they did in Israel?
He's so hot.
He is so hot.
Oh my God.
They're such a pretty couple.
Yeah.
They really are.
Oh, Libby and Andre.
Andre
and Lib.
Remember when they took the whole family Libby to Moldova and they kept talking about peasant food? And, yeah, it was
good
great.
Old days. Yep.
Ooh, David and Annie when his daughter was like, "I'm not coming because you're having your wedding on my birthday and I'm pissed
and I hate you
and I hate you." Oh goodness, some of these are real. Oh, I forgot that Jovi and Yara got married by an Elvis guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I totally forgot about that. Oh, she looked like a Hollywood bombshell.
Oh, wait, let's go back. Do you remember Elizabeth and Andre? They did the Happily Ever After season 5 and brother, what's her brother's name?
Charlie.
He got
that's what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
And he showed up
You just
really
said
drunk.
this?
I didn't say the part about Charlie being drunk, but I was like, remember they went to Moldova and the peasant food and the whole thing.
Oh my God.
No, it wasn't quite that bad.
Okay.
When poor Charlie grabbed the microphone and went off on Hinge.
Yes.
And Libby wanted to die right in her seat.
Yep. Oh, Kenny and Armando.
Kenny and Armando's wedding was one of the most beautiful.
Yes.
Their proposal was one of the most beautiful. They're just some of the most beautiful.
Jenny and Sumit?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well,
Was
they just
what
got remarried on Diaries with his parents there.
Did they really?
Yes. Yes,
Wow.
as Jenny held his mother's hand, which I'm sure his mother continues to just read her for filth,
Oh,
but
I'm
Jenny
sure.
doesn't understand a word she's
No.
saying, so it's
Nope,
fine.
nope, nope.
Mm-mm.
You mean her mother, Jenny's contemporary?
Right. No, I believe Sumit's mother's actually younger than Jenny, I believe. Oh, Bilal and Shida. I hated that guy.
I
That
hated
guy was
him too.
terrible.
Yeah.
Kobe and Emily. I was actually
Mm,
just talking about them with Todd yesterday. She posted a video or came up on my ye old Instagram,
mhm.
and she's like playing with her belly, and she's like, "Babe, should I get a tummy tuck?"
Oh, I
And
saw it.
you hear from the
Yeah,
outside going, "What's a tummy tuck?"
yeah.
And he's like, "No, you're
And she's like,
beautiful."
"Find a man who loves you for you."
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very sweet. I
very
like the two
sweet.
of them. She
I
was
do
so
too.
annoying at first,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I really have grown to like her.
Babe, babe,
Babe,
babe,
babe.
babe.
She and Shekinah could do a babe off.
Do you remember now, I think they're divorced now, but Kimberly and TJ?
Oh, yeah. That wedding was
They had an
beautiful.
amazing wedding.
That wedding was
Yeah,
amazing, and yes, they are now divorced. That didn't
yeah.
last long.
No.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
I forgot about Devin and Nick. They're also divorced.
I forgot about them too. They're divorced?
Yeah, she just sold her wedding dress on Instagram.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh god, Clayton and Annalie and the fucking guinea pigs.
Oh, I
Oh
forgot about
god.
them. Sam and Citra?
Yes. Oh
Mm,
boy.
mm.
Kobe and
Kobe
Emily
and
in Africa. That was
again, yeah.
beautiful. Oh, Tiger Lily and
Oh, we
Adnan.
forgot about Tiger Lily's
Oh
wedding.
Lord.
Oh,
Lordy, lordy,
Niles and
lordy.
Matilda. Remember how beautiful Matilda looked?
Yes, and how she could not sit down
Mm-mm.
in that dress at
Mm-mm.
all. And she looked
No.
gorgeous. And
Oh
that was
God,
it.
somehow I got on Jasmine and Gino's
Yeah,
wedding.
because that's the
No.
next up. Nope,
It
we
is
don't
a
want that.
beautiful wedding though.
It was a beautiful and, like, I know I was obnoxious about it, but I went to a wedding at that same location.
Mhm.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay. All right. So there you go, TLC. We talked about your weddings.
Oh, snap. These 2 idiots, Jabri and Miona. Remember
Oh
how they were
God,
late for the
remember
wedding because
them?
they had to have that stupid arch?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
god. Okay,
Who
yeah.
got tattoos on the altar?
Oh, who got tattoos on the altar? Because somebody did.
Oh,
Who was
wasn't
it?
it what's her bucket? Hold on. It's coming
Oh,
to
it was, Tania and,
Sinjin.
Sinjin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that didn't last either,
No. Mm-mm.
at all.
Mm-mm. All right. Well, here we are today. We're talking about 90 Day Fiance, season 11, episode 18. All You Need Is Love. Do we have any announcements today, Amanda? Let me run through the calendar real quick,
I don't know,
see
but
what's coming up. Amanda and I have decided to call an audible, and we are covering the Gilgo Beach House of Horrors over on
mhm,
Murder She Watched. That will be dropping. I'm going to drop that Tuesday. So they're going to hear
okay,
that tomorrow.
cool, awesome.
Yeah. So
It
if
was one
you,
of my favorite recordings we've ever done.
it
Masterful.
was great.
It was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
We're doing it tomorrow or
So
Saturday.
if you guys have not heard or if you've not subscribed to Murder She Watched, please do so. Follow us on the free feed and give us a download. That would
Mhm,
be amazing.
that would be great.
Um Also, I'm in Rehoboth Beach
Mhm,
this week with my
yes,
mom. I'm getting
yes,
some work done from there. But our Plathville rewatch starts this week
yes.
on Patreon at the $8 level.
Super excited. And we rage
We
the
really
rage
did.
of 2 angry women.
We really did read them for Phil.
Yeah, yeah, we rage the rage of 2 angry women who hate these people.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Again, if you are a Plath fan, you might not want to listen.
No, if you think Barry and Kim are doing it right, we are not the place
Mhm.
for you.
Correct. And then on Thursday, our Real Housewives with Ryan Bailey
Yeah,
is.
excited.
Oh, and also Shubnam and I are going to be talking about the submersible documentary.
Yeah, I'm
We
excited for
watched
that.
it last night.
Was it good?
I mean, it's the arrogance of a white rich dude. You know what
Okay.
I mean? That kills a bunch of people.
Yeah,
So
Todd
there you
was
go.
like, "Can we just put more billionaires down there? Can we
I
just
know.
take care of that?"
Should that be a murder she watched since this guy legit killed people? No,
Maybe.
it's not.
No, it's not actual murder. It was an accident, but it was a I could have told you so accident.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah,
Absolutely.
not a good idea.
All right. Let's start with Shekinah and Sarper, shall we?
Yes, let's do it. 90th wedding. Let's go.
I wrote the room looks fine.
It looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Lots of fresh flowers, which I love.
Mhm.
and the bed looks great.
Mhm.
Fine. She kind of tells the camera, "It's our bedding day. It's finally
Oh,
happening."
good God.
And Sarper says, "I won't be fully naked, but at least I'll be in the bed." Now we talk about Sarper's been having some nightmares.
Sarper's not doing okay.
Sarper's having, I would classify them as night terrors.
Yeah, it seems to be he's not well.
Very similar to what I had for probably the first year that I was with Timmy. I would
Oh.
have night terrors, wake up screaming in the middle of the night.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fun. Do you remember what you were dreaming about?
I used to have dreams that I was stuck in my old life
Oh,
and couldn't
okay.
get out of it. It
Okay.
was weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Brains how brains process shit in dreams is amazing.
I know. But if I were Shekinah, I'd be a little worried.
Yeah, if you're having nightmares night after night after night after night about marrying me, should you marry me?
Right. I would have one like every week. It wouldn't be every night.
And here's the thing, I actually do think these two idiots should be married because
Yeah,
they're
me
perfect
too.
for each other.
Me too. Shekinah says one night he woke up in the middle of the night screaming in Turkish.
Hey, well, that makes sense.
So we bash his ex-wife some more.
Cool.
He says, and guys, if you're dating a man,
Mhm.
okay, and he says, I guess, or a woman, and they say, my ex-partner, my ex-wife, whatever, changed the minute we got married and was
Not good.
terrible and da da da. Just investigate it a little more. Don't take that person for their word,
Right,
is all I'm
right.
saying.
It's a question. It's a
You might
question
want
to
to
be asked.
dig in there a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So now it's close to the wedding time and she can't get a hold of him. Will he show up, Amanda? I don't know. He's not
I don't know.
answering.
TBD,
Surprise, he answers.
of course.
He says, "You should know where I am. I have trackers everywhere." She's like, babe, you don't have
Don't have
trackers
trackers everywhere.
everywhere.
Just on your keys.
Just on your keychain. We relive how Shekinah has changed him.
Mhm.
He says, "I was bad boy, maybe baddest boy."
Why
And
does he get off so hard on
I
the
know,
idea that he
I
was
know.
the
The
baddest boy in
worst.
all of 90
The
Day?
worst. Yep.
I wanna be like, "Dude, have you met Paul? Have you met Joffrey? Have you met Big Ed? We've got legit problems here, Sarper. You just banged a lot. That's it."
So he wants to marry her. He's very excited, whatever. Oh my God, her dress. Can we talk
Okay,
about
we
it?
actually, we need to talk about both of their outfits. What the holy hell are these 2
Well,
people wearing?
he's a full Chippendale dancer, right?
He
He's
is full on
Chippendale.
Chippendale stripper, 100%. Put him right up on a catwalk above a
Mhm.
bar. He would fit
Mhm.
right in.
Yep,
Thunder
yep,
from down under. He is
yep.
good to go. That is
He says he
exactly
looks
his
like
outfit.
Patrick Swayze. I'm like,
No.
get Patrick Swayze's name out of your mouth. He says
No.
classy and sexy just like me. Okay.
He
Nothing.
to be f I think Sarper's a good-looking man. It's not my type, but I think he's a good-looking man.
Yeah, I think so. Once you can get past he's encrusted in jizz. Yeah.
Jizz. I feel like, though, he might have highlighter on his six-pack abs.
Oh, yeah, I'm
As
sure. Anything
as
he could
Janelle
do to make
as
him look
Cody
better.
says, "My six-pack abs." Yes.
Mhm,
Mhm.
mhm,
Mhm.
mhm. Um, so her dress looks like I wrote it looks like Michael Patrick King designed this for Sex and the City in like a bad season.
I thought it looked like we just were making it from the top and we just stopped.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
we didn't keep going down the rest of the body. We just kinda stopped. It was asymmetrical.
She okay, so what she's going for is like something that could look like soft, like lingerie.
Right.
What about a beautiful flowy gown?
A beautiful satiny, white,
Yes,
flowy gown. Yes.
yes.
No, this was not the look, girl.
This was not the look.
And to be fair, she looked amazing in it.
This looked like something my daughter wore to her graduation the other night. And I was like, "Are you sure you're allowed to have a skirt that short?" "Yes, mom, everyone is." And everyone did.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but like, what are you doing?
Is that the kind of stuff you wear when you have nice legs? Is that
I
what happens?
guess I've
I don't
never
know because that's never happened to me.
again, file it under, "Is this how beautiful people live?" Because we
Yes,
don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Um, but yeah, it just wasn't I pictured something a little more I don't know. But
I
then
don't
he
know.
shows up dressed like that. How are you going to match that energy?
I mean, she had to wear that dress if he's gonna wear, like, the cuff link things, like the fake cuffs and the fake,
It was
bow tie.
ridiculous.
These 2 are such caricatures of themselves. It's actually like if we took the Shekinah and Sarper we met, now
Yeah.
they are caricatures of those 2 people.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
I
it's
agree
funny.
100%.
I love them. I'll watch them all the time, but good lord.
So I wrote, and yet somehow I find this beautiful because weddings.
Yes. Did you
I'm just a
cry?
sucker for weddings.
Did you
I was
cry at
getting
any of these
emotional.
weddings?
I was getting emotional at this one, but I
Okay.
didn't cry.
Okay, good.
So I wrote, does she kind of have 1111 tattooed on her wrist? Did we clock this
Yeah,
before?
I believe so. She's
Is
got a
she
lot of
part of the
string.
Darcy Stacy thing, or is it like the Make a Wish
I
situation?
think it's the Make-A-Wish situation.
Okay, I want to tie her in with House of 11.
I understand. She
Mhm.
would fit in there.
Yes, she would.
She would fit right
She's
in
the
there.
triplet.
Mhm,
Hmm.
mhm.
They're
Except
reading.
her work at this point is still better.
Yeah,
It could
yeah,
change at any moment. She could go one step too far, but right
yeah.
now, her
She's
work is a
close. She's
lot better.
close to the end. She's on the
Yeah.
precipice.
She is on the precipice of getting
Um,
into Darcy Stace territory.
so they're reading their vows off the phone.
No. Mm-mm.
Baby, once upon a time I was living a dark, dirty, chaotic life. I'm like, whoa, dude.
Were you living in a Dickensian novel? What was
I
happening over
know.
there?
So they get married and then he does the striptease. We need to talk about the striptease. Okay. Does he just think staring at everything surprised and shocked is sexy?
Yes. Yes.
And this explains his appearance in the Bad Boys in 90 Days.
Well,
When,
remember when we met him, he did a striptease for
yes,
her in that
yes, it didn't feel
construction
this
outfit.
bad. It didn't feel this bad.
No, it was this bad.
Somewhere along the line, somebody said to him, Sarper, you got to really open up those eyes
Right.
and look shocked. And now that's all we get from him, like this. It's weird.
Which is kind of funny because we've talked about this before. He has really big eyes anyway. And when he wide open opens them,
When he does Friday, guys, like my dad would say.
yeah, they're really kind of scary because they're taking over his face.
It's too much, dude.
Too much eye contact.
Too much. So that's it. They're married. End of story. Okay.
I was looking at their cake though. I was very concerned for a while
Mm,
because I knew her last name is Garner or something like that. And
yeah.
I didn't know I had to look up Sarper's last name because his last name also begins with a G. So now
Okay,
because
so
the
that's why it's
initials on the
SG.
cake were
Okay.
SG, and I was
Mhm.
like, are we really just having her? Because I would not put it past Shekinah to just put her initials on the cake.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. That's part of like why they think that they're made for each other is because they have
Yeah.
the same initials, right?
And the same birthday, except they don't.
Correct.
Remember that whole
Correct.
thing?
Yes.
They're born on the
Yes.
same day a year apart, except they weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, these two. Okay, take us to Stevi and Maddie.
Oh, Stevie and Maddie. It was
Mm.
okay. This is just happy. I was telling Amy before we recorded, I was chatting with Stevie yesterday. She is a delight. It was
She
so sweet to
is.
talk to her.
Mhm.
I told her how beautiful she looked, and I just loved everything about this wedding.
Now you might be able to get me a painting. You know, I want a painting.
I know you do.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you could also go to her website. But I know last time I looked, a lot of stuff was sold out.
Yeah. Oh, I
So
forgot she's a website. Okay,
yeah,
I'll
she's
go
a
there.
website.
All right.
So we are back with Darth Vader,
Mhm,
aka
mhm.
Saeed.
Mhm,
Which we all know now is the Imperial March.
Yes.
Valkyries are not involved at all.
Amy Campbell really read us for filth.
She did, rightfully
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
We earned
She
it.
did.
We earned it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he asks how she feels, and Stevie says she's tired and she's worried about what he's going to say because he's been basically a dickbag since he has entered the chat.
Yeah.
Not into him. Saeed says his intentions have always been good. He knows that some of the things he said upset her, and he's really Mahdi's only friend here. Which again, I'm like, are there not other Persians or Iranians in all of the United States? Can we find somebody who's more supportive than Saeed?
Right.
That would be great.
Yeah.
And Stevie says, I am also his friend, which I thought was really important to say. Like, I'm his friend too. Like,
Yeah.
you want the best
Yeah.
for him. So do I. Because I love him too.
I would argue she wants the best for him more so.
Yeah, because she's
Yeah.
making the best with him happen.
Yes.
Together.
I agree.
Saeed says he never meant to break up their wedding. He offers a hug. She's like, nope, going with the fist bump. I'm good. Thank you.
Mhm.
And she's happy. She is happy he has a friend who cares so much, but we could be done. She says he questioned, as did her friends. So, like, okay, everyone's kind of like, really, this? You move some guy from Iran to
Yeah,
what?
I
What?
mean,
And everybody on 90 Day is always like, really? This is what we're doing?
And they're in this tiny town.
Yeah,
Like, I get it. This is
it's
the
fine.
most exciting thing to happen to their town in 10 years.
Possibly, yeah, possibly. So I'm gonna say Hattiesburg looks super cute.
It looks real cute.
Looks real cute, and this wedding venue is adorable.
It kind of reminds me of like where I live.
Yeah.
Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. Hi friends, this is Amy Archer, and I'm here today to tell you about my new podcast, Murder, She Watched. If you're a lady of a certain age like me and you love solving a good murder from your couch, then I urge you to check out Murder, She Watched. If you've loved the true crime documentaries you've heard on Little Miss Recap, you will love Murder, She Watched. Essentially, we're just moving all of our true crime stuff over there. So I urge you to check it out. It's available anywhere you get your podcasts. Subscribe to the free feed. Give us a listen. There's 3 or 4 documentaries already over there. Again, the name of the show is Murder, She Watched, and I hope to see you there.
So now she's putting on the dress that she's never tried on, which made me very nervous. And she says, we put this whole wedding together in 2 weeks. So time was of the essence. Dress zips fine.
I can't imagine a world in which you don't fluctuate by like 2 or 3 sizes every month. What is that?
For me, that's more every year than every month.
Oh, for me, it's like a couple times a year.
Okay. Yeah. And the dress is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
She looks stunning. I love it so much. Claire cries because she's so happy for her. And she said, Stevi has been through so much and she's just so resilient. And I'm just really proud of her, which made me happy. Yeah. Everybody should have a friend who says that about them.
I agree.
And she's like, let's go get married. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Stevi says there's times that she felt like she was in complete darkness, but she's here now and it feels really good. I so believe in their love. I did tell her that. I'm like, we've always believed in your love.
Yeah, we always like them.
Yeah. Stevi leaves for the venue and their hero shot, super cute, super happy, super lovey. So I'm like, we're good. We're good. Fine.
We're good.
This is going to be good. And we see Madi getting ready and Jesus Christ, Amy, he is hot.
He's very good looking.
Jesus. I mean, I thought he was really hot this whole time, but put that man in a nice suit.
Yeah.
Yowza. And Saeed helps him get ready. Neither of them know how to tie a tie, which is very funny.
Imagine Sarper could have worn, like, not a casual suit, but imagine if he wore, like, a nice linen shirt and khaki pants.
But you don't wear that to bed. I'm not saying you wear what he wore to bed either.
Right.
You don't wear a nice
sorry.
suit to bed.
I'm going to be thinking about this Sarper and Shekinah thing the entire episode.
Bring it up anytime you need to go through it.
It's haunting me.
Anytime you need a little more time to process, let me know. We can come back. Okay. And Madi says wearing a tie in Iran is seen as a symbol of being Western or American, which is why this is the first time he's ever wearing one and why this is going so poorly for the both of them, which I find fascinating. I would like Madi to sit here and like
just tell us
everything that he has experienced to be different from Iran to the US. That would be fascinating. My recommendation, you gentlemen need to get thee to YouTube and learn how to tie a tie.
Yeah, that's a good point.
When Charlie was a lawyer, he was he was a lawyer. He still is a lawyer. When he was working at the public defender's office and we were married, he went through a really intense bow tie period, but only wanted like onesie tied, not clip-ons.
Yeah.
So we spent a lot of time on YouTube learning how to tie a tie, tie a bow tie. It's cool. So he says he's really excited, but he's also nervous and he's never been to an American wedding. So he's not really sure what all's going to happen here. And he's like, I'm not sure what to expect from an event that's all about me. Now, Saeed, all of a sudden now is the most supportive friend who's ever supported anybody in their life.
Yeah,
that was a real like, boop, we're done.
Well, I think he realized like this is happening.
This is happening now. Yeah. So get on the train,
get on board,
because it is leaving the station. And Madi walks in, calls Stevi's dad. Okay,
Stevi's dad is fucking adorable.
He's so sweet.
He's so cute.
Remember we were worried about him.
We had the, is she going to make you wear a jihad? Or is she going to make you wear a jihad situation?
Yeah. We were a little worried, but he has turned out to be a gem.
Yep.
A gem of a human. And then it's funny because you see Madi walk in, no tie, and then he's walking out with a tie. I'm like, somebody Somebody fix that situation for him.
Yes.
Watching the two of them try to tie a tie with just like the little tail sticking out going the wrong way. And so it's like, just stick it in your shirt. It'll be fine. Nope, not how that works. So Stevie set up, okay, this almost made me cry. And I don't
It
cry,
was really beautiful.
but this almost made me cry.
Mhm.
Stevie set up a table for what's called a Hoftsinn.
Mhm.
And Mahdi says it is one of the most important things in his culture. It's done for Persian New Year, which they're just about to celebrate. And he is so moved by this.
He's like almost crying.
He is almost crying. He's
Yeah.
looking at everything on the table. He
Yeah.
just can't believe she did this.
It was so nice. Like that was perfect.
It was perfect.
Perfect.
Because this wasn't so much a part of their storyline as it was Juan and Jessica. But like, you could tell he's like, there's nothing about me that's showing up here.
Yeah.
And she made sure something about him showed up, which I just loved. And he says this is his first Persian New Year that he isn't with his family. But he has this here, and it's totally overwhelming. He starts to cry. Saeed, now a new human being, asks Mahdi if he needs a hug, and they hug. And Mahdi says this is the sign of his family being here with him, even in spirit. It's a shame they couldn't have like zoomed them in, but I have to imagine that would have been really challenging.
Yeah.
And her dad seeing her is really, really,
Really sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
don't forget, there's like that underlying story that he's sick.
He's sick, yeah.
And she really wanted to.
She's posted a lot on Instagram that he's doing well right now.
Good.
Which is good.
Thank goodness.
Because people ask periodically. And she's like, he's doing well. And he's like, what are you doing? She goes, I'm getting married. Like, what do you think I'm doing? And she says, with his health not being great, she's just so glad to share this moment with her dad and have him see her marry the man she loves, even if he doesn't quite understand what's happening here. And Perry says he wasn't sure if Stevie was pregnant or a lesbian, but he's
could go either way here.
Pregnant or lesbian. Could be one or the other. And he's talked to Mahdi and thinks he is sincere, and he's happy that she's so happy.
She could be a pregnant lesbian, too.
She could be hey, I've known many a pregnant lesbian in my day. And Stevie sees him at the top of the aisle. She's overwhelmed. She remembers when they were just friends because she knew she loved him, but didn't see a way for them to be together. And she just can't get to him fast enough. So now we get started. This venue is gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Yeah, it is.
Mahdi says he's so excited they got through this. The odds felt against them with this K1. Stevie talks about it too, saying Mahdi standing there feels really good. Even when she found out that the K1 was an option, she's like, they're never going to give him one from Iran to the US. Like, this is just never going to happen.
They really overcame some odds there.
They really did. Because remember, there was that guy, Hussein, on 90 Day UK. Was he? Well, no, he was from Turkey. It wasn't just that they met in Turkey. He was from Turkey. Or was he from Iran?
I didn't watch season 1 of that show.
I can't remember.
So if he was on season 1,
he was on season 1. He might have. I can't remember where he was from, but we just don't see a lot of Persians up on this business. And she's so thankful. They do their vows. It's lovely. Even Saeed is crying. They are now pronounced husband and wife, and boom, we are kissing, and it's great. And she says she's so happy she can finally live out loud with him as her husband. And he says they promised to never give up, but he's so happy that they just kept that promise. Mahdi thanks Perry, and her dad says he's in it now. He's like, you're with her now. You're tied to this one. She's a little crazy. Have fun. And they cut the cake. They feed each other. She says she didn't wash her hands because remember, he's a germaphobe, but he freaks out. And Stevie says for many, it's been a month, but for them, it has been years. And he's happy that it's over, and it's also just started.
What if she ripped her dress off and she had like just a camo leotard on underneath or something? She was like, I'm bisexual, bitches. And she just like start making out with women in the audience. That'd be amazing.
Hilarious.
That'd be amazing.
That would put that at the top of our 90-day weddings.
That would move that.
That would elevate them right to the top of crazy 90-day weddings. Instead, they just had a beautiful wedding at like a rehab venue, and it was great. Congratulations, you crazy kids.
Absolutely agree. Okay, so let's move on to Juan and Jessica.
Juan and Jessica.
I just wrote, oh my God, David is so cute.
This baby is so delicious.
Oh my God.
With the two of them sleeping right next to each other in almost the same position.
I know. Now let's talk about why Juan wakes up in a room full of strange women in only his boxer shorts. Like, did you really bring all of these people into the bedroom while he was seriously asleep?
This had to be
Felt kind of weird.
This had to be staged.
I wrote Juan fake wakes up to this room full of strangers, and he hasn't done his vows, Amanda, because he couldn't find a charger.
For yeah, sure.
Okay.
I
All
don't
right.
know why you needed a charger, but okay.
Juan tells the camera, I'm a good writer, but I hate writing. Juan.
Juan.
Jessica has 6 pages of vows.
Wow.
And Juan's like, ooh.
My vows were about a page typewritten.
Oh, if I wrote my own vows, they would have been 10 pages.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Thank
I
God you
can't
guys
be
didn't have that
trusted to
going
do
on.
stuff like that. So Majin drives Jessica and her screaming kids to the venue. The kids are actually behaving.
The kids are great. Majin is great today.
She's good.
Majin is
Everyone
finally
needs a
on board.
Herbie and a Majin.
Yeah. She is all on board now.
You need a Majin who's going to get all up in your business, but then
Right.
know when to step back.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
So Juan says, this is exciting. 4 years ago, I was flirting with this lady on a cruise ship in the middle of a casino. Jess wants to put some Spanish in her vows, which I think is lovely.
I think it's lovely, particularly given the conversation the night before. I think this is a well-timed little manipulation, and I'm here for it.
Here's why I think this is all fake.
Okay.
Because she does not seem worried in the slightest that he's not going to marry her.
No.
Like he's throwing things at her,
Yeah.
and she is unfazed.
Yeah. She's like, this is
Completely
happening.
unfazed.
We're doing
Yeah.
this.
Yep. So Jessica's so excited. She says she's been dreaming about this day for so long. The dress is beautiful.
Yes. Yeah. Her dress is beautiful.
There is someone there painting them, which I thought was really cool.
I've seen that more and more as a trend that's happening.
That is intense.
Yeah.
Juan tells his 2 aunts they're both going to give him away, which I'm like, they're just going to walk you down the aisle.
That's sweet.
Because he couldn't decide which one. And they're both crying because they're his mom's older sisters. It was
Right.
beautiful.
It was. I'm so glad he had family there.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. And it didn't look like it was freezing out. Remember,
No,
they were
it looked
worried
nice.
about that.
Yeah. It looked really, I mean, I'm sure it was chilly, but no one looked miserable sitting out there.
There were 2 people who were completely covered in blankets, but I think
Okay.
it was when the camera was on them.
Okay.
So the boys go first and they're holding David and they have a little word sign that says, Daddy, here comes mommy. Thought it was really cute.
This wedding couldn't even happen without some
I
fucking
know.
word art.
I know.
Jessica, girl, stop it with the word art.
Juan does his vows. He gets emotional. Then he starts like just doing what I do. Just let the tears flow while you're
Yeah.
reading. Just
He was
don't
sweet.
even try to stop it anymore.
I
It's just
didn't
happening.
expect him to be so emotional.
He was really
It
emotional.
was sweet.
She says her vows. She gives a little bit in Spanish,
Mhm.
and he seems real happy with that. And I just wrote, they're pronounced man and wife, and this is lovely. And the painting turned out absolutely great.
Yeah.
And
It
they're
was a
married
lovely
and
wedding.
they're happy and they're good.
Yeah. It looked like a really pretty wedding, a nice reception.
Mm-hmm.
Good for them.
I agree.
And-
Yeah, they're good. So let's go to the throuple who's not good.
Holy cannoli.
Whoa.
Wow.
Amani really showing her ass.
Amani,
That's
girl.
the real Amani.
Amani, girl,
Mhm.
this whole experiment is not going to work out the way that you thought it might.
Nope.
So
Nope.
it is the next day, and Ani is angrily packing. And I always like when someone's doing something very angrily.
Me
It brings
too.
me joy.
I usually like when Mina is angrily shouting in French.
I enjoy
Yes,
that as well.
yes.
And Amani asks if she wants to talk before she leaves, and now we get a red screen of death.
Mm.
The production crew showed up mid-fight. Dun, dun, dun.
Love a good mid-fight production scene here.
Production, where the fuck were you when Sumit's family came in and ruined the altar and
Never
yelled at
forget.
Jenny?
Never
How did you
forget.
let that go? How? Amani asks Ani if she's using money to control her. And Matt says, this is our last day together, and God forbid we just have a normal day with these 2 crazy bitches I have to deal with all day, every day.
Yeah.
I am no fan of Matt Sharp Jr. I actually kind of felt bad for him in all this. I was like, dude.
You can tell Matt Sharp Jr. was so fake, though. Like, you could tell he wanted to say to her, shut the fuck up.
Stop
But
it.
he was like trying to fake support.
It's bad.
It was wild.
And he has no idea what's going on anymore. Nor do I, Matt, to be fair.
I can't even make sense of this.
I can't either. Well, I understand what happened, but it makes no sense. So Amani asks how she's trying to control Ani, and all she does is try to treat her well. And Ani just says she's crazy, which is always a good thing to say to a woman who's already upset.
Mhm.
Tell her she's crazy because
Mhm.
that'll chill her out right away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amani says before this trip that Ani asked for help with the rent because she was going to have to take so much time off of work.
Okay.
Okay, that
Fair
seems
enough.
fine.
Yep.
And Amani, I wish their names were like Jen
We'll call her
and
Brenda. Her name's Brenda.
that's true. I could start calling her
Yeah.
Brenda because the Ani and Amani of it all is getting
Yeah.
to be a lot. And Amani tried to wire money, but it just kept not going through, which
Hmm.
curious about that. And she thought she'd figure it out when she got home, which okay, I sort of understand, but I guess Ani really needs to pay her rent, so we can't
Yeah.
really
She
wait.
doesn't have the luxury of like a 2-week waiting period.
Right. But Ani thought that Amani was cutting her off because she chose to marry Matt, which I think is a really valid assumption given how
Uh,
Amani operates.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
It's exactly what happened.
Mhm. And Ani just keeps calling her a crazy lady.
Mm.
Ani says Amani canceled her transfer for rent because she doesn't like her decision, and Amani is losing her shit all over this
Yeah.
hotel room.
Yeah.
Um, Amani says that Ani is used to controlling people because that's what she does to the people in the club, and she is just getting nasty. And Matt
It's
finally was like,
nasty.
"Stop!
Yeah. She's
It's
really like slut shaming
She
her.
is
It's
100%
disgusting.
slut shaming her. It is
Mhm.
gross, particularly given that her job and her slutting it up as you're looking at it now is exactly how you picked her up and started this nightmare for her.
And you could tell Matt has to deal with this all the time.
Oh, this is Matt's life.
Matt knows that Amani will say some horrific shit
Mhm.
and then back down and claim she never meant any of it and everything was fine and then start crying. Like
Uh-huh.
that's the pattern.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Amani again is mumbling about having how she had to leave her kids for this, and I'm like, "Bitch, don't. Don't. First of all, we have read all over the Reddits about your children. Second of all, do not sit here and don't play this game.
No, I hate her.
I hate her." Amani yells at Ani and sees through her bullshit. She says she has zero self-respect. Wow.
She takes some real low blows here.
She goes,
Like you can't unsay these things.
no,
No.
no, this is not Michelle Obama when they go low, we go high.
No.
This is Amani goes lower. That's
Yes.
her mantra.
Yes. Yes.
However you low you go, I got to go lower.
Yes.
And she shames her for being a dancer. And Matt says, I'm not going to be able to stop this.
Mhm.
I don't know what that means. Ani says she yelled a bunch of things at her and that she doesn't even want to repeat. I can't imagine the shit that this woman has been screaming at her for 24 hours.
It's very Jen Shaw.
It is very Jen Shaw.
Mhm. Like,
Yes.
she just can't emotionally regulate at all, and she's gonna
No.
go she feels threatened, and
Mhm.
this is all about, Brenda picking Matt Sharp Jr.
Over her. Yep.
So, that was the wound, and
Mhm.
and she's gonna just lash out in anger,
Yes.
and she is gonna hurt Ani no matter what she needs to do.
Absolutely. She wants
Mhm.
Ani to be in more pain than she's in.
Yep.
So for some reason, and I'm not a TikToker. I don't understand the tick and
Yeah,
the
what's
tock.
going on?
But I got a notification that Amani had posted a TikTok.
Okay.
EDF Kylie occasionally points me to her TikTok.
Yes.
Um, she was trying to hawk some class about how to break into tech sales
Oh
for like
god.
$600. And it includes a one-on-one coaching session with her. Amy, if I weren't unemployed and so fucking
Mm,
broke as a joke right
mm,
now, I would
mm.
almost do that because I want to be like, what are you going to tell me for $600? This could be worth it.
Yeah,
But
you'd be like,
we're not in that
you would
space of
get as
mind.
much out of that as I got out of Worthy
Worth
Up,
the
so,
yeah.
yeah,
Well, how dare you? I got a mug and a hat and a
that's
pen
true. That's true.
that you sent
Right.
to me. Just slapped a new label on it.
Mhm.
So Amani cries and says it's good that they are leaving. They need space, and obviously, it's obvious Ani wants to be a part of Matt's life and not her life, and she's obviously part
Mm.
of the problem. So
Poor baby,
now
poor baby.
we have walked right into Amani. I'm just the victim of
Mhm,
all of
mhm.
this.
Yep.
He hugs her and he says the right thing, which is there is no me without you. But he is so trained and conditioned to deal with this nonsense.
Mhm.
Matt says that he has his wife crying, Ani not communicating with Amani, and it feels insane that after all of this, it's over.
You
Amen.
can almost see I'm sorry, I didn't
Yeah,
mean to
go
cut
ahead.
you off. You can also see Matt Sharp Jr., you can almost see him make a calculation
Mhm.
where he's like, "I'm on camera. I
Mhm.
need to play this a certain way. This
Mhm.
is not, I guarantee it, how he would handle this if the cameras weren't there.
No, and this
No.
is not how he feels, and this is the game he has to play constantly with this crazy
I
person.
almost feel bad for Matt Sharp
I
Jr.
almost feel bad for
I
him
almost
too.
feel like he should be extracted out of the situation and go be with Annie. Like, they should get married.
Yeah, he and
Ani, they
Brenda,
should
go
get
live
married.
your
Yeah.
life,
Yep.
but
Yep.
get away from this crazy person. They met the family, they got the approval, and now it's all falling apart. He just wants to go home. I too just want you to go home, Matt.
Mhm.
Amani looks like she's going straight to the wall of Handmaid's Tale style. She is just like,
Yes. Yes.
oh, so sad. Amani wishes that she hadn't said such hurtful things because they're leaving and she doesn't know what's going to happen. And this could be the last time they see each other. Girl, okay. Life coach Amanda needs to come here, needs to weigh in. If you are living your life in such a way that you are consistently regretting the things that you say to
The
people,
problem is you.
the problem is you.
Yeah.
I have said the occasional thing to Todd in the 5 years we've been together that as soon as it
Sure.
came out of my mouth, I was like, "Ugh, shouldn't have
Yep.
said it, shouldn't have said
Yep.
it that way." But, like, I could count that on one hand.
Yeah.
I
Now, in
think
my
this woman does it
20s
daily.
in my 20s, I was not that way. I would say things all the time to
Right.
hurt my ex-husband because
You
he
were in
would
a
say
horribly
things to hurt
toxic
me.
marriage.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's just never, thankfully, been a part of my life so much. And Amani says, "Thank you for allowing us to go to your home, opening up to us about who you are and your family. I wouldn't change it for a thing. I enjoyed every moment." Did you?
And it's so fake. It's
Uh-huh.
so fake.
It's so fake.
And Ani's not even fucking looking at her.
No. No, she is
Cause
so done with this.
and cause she's like, this is so fake.
Except I think they're together.
Like, your apology is so fake.
I don't know what will happen. I am sorry if I upset. No. No.
Mm-mm.
If
Mm-mm.
any of your apologies ever have the word if in it,
Yeah.
it's not an apology.
Yeah. Correct.
I'm sorry if I upset you or said something wrong. I'm sorry if I'm not the person you want or deserve. Oh,
Mm.
Amani, you poor victim.
Mhm.
It's so hard to
Mhm.
be you.
Yeah.
Now she begs Ani to look at her and she's like, "No, not today. I don't want to fight. I'm done." And Ani says, "Thank you for you too, but I don't like many things about you."
Mm.
Wow. I love
Okay.
this so much. I don't like many things about her either, Ani.
I
So we
don't either.
agree.
Same, same.
You need to control yourself. You need to be more relaxed. And she says she isn't trying to control her. She gives her a half hug and wishes her a good flight, not fight. I typed fight, but could have really actually gone either
This
way.
has not been a good fight.
No.
Mm-mm.
Ani says her attitude changes are very stressful. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's so fucking volatile.
Matt Sharp Jr.'s over there like, yeah, girl.
Yeah. Trust me. I live with
Mhm.
her all the time. Not only are people perfect. Oh, not all people are perfect, but Amani needs to show me she can see. She needs a psychologist. She doesn't want or need me at this moment.
Ani
And
saying this about Amani.
uh-huh, she
Yeah.
needs a psychologist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty
Yes.
dead on. Mhm.
Amani says she's so confused. She tries so hard and it's never enough. And she doesn't know what she could have done different. And Matt says she doesn't think anyone could have done anything different. Or he doesn't think
Mm.
anyone could have done anything
Mm.
different. Okay, how about you get a therapist?
Yeah.
Amani sobs and says, "Why is it so hard? Why am I so hard to love?"
Oh my God. This sobbing at the end
Was
was
so
like something
insane.
that my girls used to do when they were like 14.
Yes. Yes.
It's so unhinged.
And she's so sorry she's not the best and she doesn't understand why she's the problem. And he's like, "I wish I had an answer and
Oh
you're terrifying,
God.
so I'm not going to say the wrong thing."
Mm-mm.
And she wishes Ani loved her the way that she loves Ani and they had a
Mm.
whole plan and now it's over and she fought for this because when things work it's so beautiful. When
Ugh.
has it worked? I've
No.
been watching
No.
18
It hasn't
episodes of
worked. It
this.
hasn't worked.
You have yet to get through one episode
Yeah.
happy.
No.
And the roller coaster's too much. And if she loves someone and cares about them, she just wanted to hold her one last time.
Mm.
She didn't even want to
Okay.
look at her as Amani sobs. That's it. Bye.
Okay. All
Bye,
right.
bitch.
Wow.
Can't wait to see you at the tell-all.
The
This is gonna be
sobbing
great.
was just
The
wild.
sobbing was so performative.
It was so
It was
stupid.
so over the top.
Yeah. Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. So let's go to happier times.
Yes.
Mark and Mina.
Oh.
I know.
I was really afraid he was gonna walk down the aisle with that piece of toilet paper on his face, though.
Me too. And the minute I clocked her drinking champagne in the morning, I'm
Yeah,
like, "Oh, she's not
she's not
pregnant."
pregnant. Yeah, same,
God
same,
damn it.
same.
Matt Sharp, you got me.
Yeah.
All right. 2 hours before the wedding, Maria is climbing all over Mina, dangerously close to spilling her champagne. Like, kid.
We need to get who is the baby that Ever from
Mhm.
Secret Lives of
Who
Mormon
just
Wives.
beats the shit out of his parents on the
Right,
reg.
and Maria, these 2 together could be a real problem. I think they could start some shit, and I'd be here for it.
Me
Baby's gone
too.
wild, these 2.
Yes. So Mina tells the camera she's excited, but her heart is broken because Clayton is not here.
Mhm.
And Mark tells the camera this is a huge moment in Mina's life. And unfortunately, Clayton is not here, but we're putting a picture of him in his chair.
Mhm.
Mark cuts his face shaving, and this idiot takes pictures with the toilet paper on there.
I know. As soon as he started doing the selfies, I'm like, "Dude, pull the toilet paper off, my dude.
Put some
Mm-mm.
Neosporin on there. It'll block it up. Do
You'll be
something.
fine." Yeah.
So Alex is with Mina, getting her in her dress. Mina looks amazing.
She
That
does.
dress is like sculpted to her body.
I didn't love her hair, though.
Oh, I liked her hair.
I didn't love it.
Yeah. She says she has always wanted her mom to see her in her wedding dress, but that didn't happen. I'm like, Jesus, girl, stop breaking our heart.
I know, I know. Not only does she not have her mom, she doesn't have her son, like,
She's like, I'm sure wherever my mom is, she thinks I look beautiful. I'm like, oh my God.
Mhm.
We see Jack, Mark's son, has shown up.
For a
We
split
never,
second.
yeah, we never really see him.
Nope, the hot
I
brother's
wrote,
there.
I wrote, where are Pat's martini and cupcake?
I know. Where are the Pat's Martini and
Oh, I
Cupcake?
spotted Hot Brother.
Oh, I know.
Spotted
I was
him.
like, "Oh,
Hmm.
here's hot
Hmm.
brother."
Mark is doing pictures with the piece of tissue on his face, and I want to kill him. Jordan shows up. She seems okay with Mark. So
Yeah.
that's good. And she's like, well, we agree to disagree. And I wrote, oh, wait, there she is.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
there's our girl.
Jordan tells the camera, I'm glad that Mina signed the prenup. I can't imagine what would have happened if she didn't. The
This
same thing. They'd still be getting married.
Yeah. You just would have been a Tasmanian devil, like literally the Looney Tunes Tasmanian devil around this wedding going, "Ah!" Like, it would have been bad.
Exactly. Philippe is Mark's best friend
Mhm.
and best man, I guess. Maria is the flower girl, and she comes out and she runs into Mark's arms,
It
and
is
it is
so sweet.
adorable.
I know. I love not that I ever felt hanky about any of this, but I
Mhm.
love how very clear it is how comfortable Maria is with Mark.
Yeah, and I love that Mark is a gentleman of a certain age,
He is.
and he just doesn't have the energy to be, like, dealing with this wild, adventurous kid, and half the time he's like, "Oh god, Maria, can you just stay in my arms,
Right, can you
please?"
not squirm around, please?
So, Mark's father walks Mina down the aisle,
Mm.
which I
I
thought
love
was
these
really
fathers
sweet.
that are doing this for the foreign
Yeah, me
wife
too.
or the foreign woman.
Clayton is on the phone on his little FaceTime
His
or
little
whatever.
iPad, yeah.
I wrote, "Oh, Philippe is doing the wedding." I'm not really sure what his role is here, but okay.
Yeah, I was like, all of a sudden, why are you there? And why
Yeah.
are you now speaking in French? What is
Well, it was
happening?
so cute that he did Mina's part in
I
French.
thought it was
That was
great.
great.
Yeah.
I wrote, "These 2 are so sweet. Now they go on a seaplane. No fucking thank you.
Oh, I would do
No.
that in a heartbeat.
No.
Oh my
No.
god, I would love
Mm-mm.
that.
Mm-mm." We were watching the submersible thing
Yeah.
last night, and it's all about this guy, like, wanting to go to the Titanic,
Yes,
take
which
people to
you too would
Titanic.
like to do in theory.
Right, and I'm like, "No." Timmy's like, "Wouldn't you love to go to Titanic?" "No.
Oh,
No.
no, not
I'm
after this.
happy to see photographs of it."
Mhm,
That's good.
mhm.
So, she tells the camera, "I am lucky." She's with Mark, and she
Mhm.
says, "I'm happy to have you in my life. You just complete me."
Aw.
Jordan tells the camera, "This has been a good day. Everyone is getting along well, and I feel like, now that the stress of the wedding's off, I can maybe get to know Mina a little better. But if they're deciding on more kids, I would still get upset about that. Why?
Why?
Why? There's already 1.
Right.
2. There's 2.
2. Yeah, because
What's the difference between 2 and 3? Just like having 2 dogs, you might as well get a 3rd. Who fucking cares? Your life's already over.
Do you think she knows that Mark is adopting Clayton?
Yes.
Okay. I'm
Yes.
not sure she does.
I think she does.
Okay. I'm not sure she does.
Because I think it's something that Mark has talked about a lot. Because he says, when I tell people I have kids, I always say I have 4.
Yeah, but that's people versus his daughter.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe he watches what he says to Jordan.
Exactly,
I have
because
no idea.
Jordan's a toughie.
And then she tells him she's pregnant, but it's a joke. And I wrote, okay, all right, you got me, Matt
Mhm.
Sharp. And that's it. Let's go to the stars of the show, shall we?
Oh,
Sean and Alliya.
oh my God. I'm worried about her. I'm worried about both of them. So
Yeah.
they're going to get coffee and they hate each other. Well, no, Sean hates Alliya right now.
Sean is the disappointed dad, and it's so
Mhm.
fucking triggering to me. Like,
Ah,
get out of here.
yeah, I did not enjoy this. Yeah,
No.
I didn't think about it being triggering in the moment, but
Mhm.
I think that's why I felt so
It's like
uncomfortable.
disappointed dad.
Yeah, and ugh.
Yeah.
And it's the day after the wedding and we're picking up with them where we did at the start of the season at this coffee thing. And Alliya says that she's tired because his mom got home late from the hospital. So what it turns out happened is after they had that really awkward dinner, they took Jeannie to the hospital.
Mm.
Thankfully, she's mostly fine. She tore some ligaments around her ankle, did not break her hip. Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Yep.
And Alliya says she was anxious and worrying for his mom. I truly do believe she really loves Sean's mom. Like
Oh,
this
I
is,
do too.
yeah, this is
Sean's
very
mom is
sincere.
one of her biggest allies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got home from the hospital, and Sean and Alliya slept separately.
I didn't sleep with my first husband on our wedding night.
Why?
He got drunk and passed out on the
Oh,
couch.
no. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
well, that's not great.
Timmy and I banged in his childhood bedroom the night of our wedding night.
Wow.
Mhm. Mhm.
Wow. Was that hot?
I shouldn't say it was our wedding night cuz it was the day after we had the big party up here on his
Right.
parents' property, and they let us stay, and we were in his little childhood bedroom and we banged in there.
Wow.
Yeah, it was weird. It was
Was it
weird.
weird or hot or both?
It wasn't hot. It felt weird.
I'm trying to think if I've ever had
Don't
sex.
forget, stone cold sober.
I know. And pregnant. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm trying to think if I've ever had sex in somebody's childhood bedroom. I don't think I have.
I have.
I don't think I have.
I have.
I can't think of anybody.
Yeah. Cuz you dated adults.
I dated adults.
Yeah.
Ooh, I should have done that with Todd before his parents sold the house. We should have just snuck in and
There you go.
gotten
Give
it
a little
taken care
bang.
of.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand.
That would have been horrific. Okay.
Here's something though. I never had sex in my childhood bedroom.
Okay. Yeah, no, I definitely
Never.
never had sex in my childhood bedroom. So she asks how he's feeling with everything, and he says, it felt selfish. My mom may have broken her hip and may die over this wedding as she refused to go to the hospital. The bride was 2 hours late, and you took all of the joy out of it for me. All of it.
It was a bad situation.
I like I said last week, Sean is right, but he's acting like a brat about it. He has every right to be angry. He has every right to call her on this. He has every right to
I
all of
agree.
his feelings. He's acting like a spoiled brat about it.
So I want to talk about I know we talk about other podcasts sometimes. I
Mhm.
want to talk about something that Matt Maher said that I thought was really insightful.
Okay.
So for those of you not familiar with reality gaze,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
For those of you
First.
unfamiliar.
Yes. Second of all, Matt used to work with, I believe he used to work with the trans population. And one of the things, go ahead. Were you gonna?
Well, he worked when he was doing his therapy work, he worked in a group for gay folks, but not specifically trans folks,
Oh, I thought
initially.
he talked about
But he's worked with trans
somewhere.
folks.
Yes, somewhere along Matt Maher's life, he
Yes.
worked with trans folks in
Yeah.
a therapeutic role when he was
Yeah.
getting his degree or whatever. And he said that one of the characteristics that people like counselors and stuff are trained to work with is when somebody is going through a transition, they are quite often literally fighting for their own life.
Yes.
So they are very focused on themselves
Yes, as they should
because they have to be.
be. As they should be.
And
Yeah.
I thought that was really interesting because when you think about Alliya, that's kind of what's going on here.
Oh, that's 100%
Alliya
what's going on.
is 100% being selfish, but it's like by
By design.
necessity.
Yeah, it's by design. Like
Yeah. And I
she's
thought when Matt said that it clicked for me. It hadn't clicked before. Like I just thought I knew that she was, obviously fighting for her life in some
Mhm.
way. But I never really thought about that as a trans experience.
Okay.
because it is a protective factor. It
Yeah.
is a vital thing to often keep you alive, literally and
Mhm,
figuratively.
mhm.
So, thought it was interesting.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you,
no,
Matt Marr. The more you know. Ding.
ding. Yeah, no, I mean, this is th people talk about this too, like, not even as a trans experience, as a coming out experience. Like, when you come out, in a lot of ways, you're starting back at, like, a 16, 17-year-old kid
Yes.
who's trying to figure out
Yes.
how to date and how to be in the
Mhm.
world. She's
Mhm.
doing that. She's also 25.
Yeah.
She's also super young compared to him. He
Yes.
could be her grandfather
Yes.
without it being super duper creepy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, this is bad. This is
It's
bad.
not good. And
No.
just having that context though maybe will help people cut Aaliyah some slack here. Like she was in the wrong here. I'm
Yeah.
not saying she wasn't.
Yeah.
But when you think about it through that lens of like she is super focused on herself because she has to be,
Yeah.
I can understand what Sean is frustrated about.
I'm also still blaming all of this on Jackie
Okay.
because it was her job to keep this train moving.
Yeah, I agree.
And the fact that she didn't like pick up the phone and call Sean,
Mm-mm.
it's I this
But
is such a
Sean
debacle.
mentions they were texting here.
They texted about his mom,
Okay.
but like I don't know. I'm so annoyed with Jackie about
Yeah.
all this.
Yeah. Maybe
She's
Jackie
sitting
was
there
doing
like
it to
pouring her
troll
champagne.
him because she did like to troll Sean.
She doesn't like Sean. It's pretty
Yeah.
clear. Sean is also annoyed. He says that Alliya wasn't more concerned about his mom, which that doesn't feel fair to me. She was
That doesn't feel
very
fair at all.
concerned.
Mm-mm. Yep.
Now, I think he's translating the fact that she was 2 hours late to the fact that his mother was sitting out in the sun after all of this, meaning she didn't care, and I don't think that's what that was.
I don't either.
Um, and he says at the end of the day, she should have stopped getting ready to check on what was going on, and she says, "Well, no one told me that you guys were even there, and all Jackie said was just that your mom fell." Again,
Mhm.
this feels so much like a Jackie problem.
Mhm.
Sean asks if Jackie was helping her hustle, and Alliya says, I was just worried about your mom. And he says, you didn't call. You just kept on with your time with Jackie.
Mhm.
She says she was feeling lost and she saw he wasn't appreciating the day because of everything that was happening. And that was disappointing.
Mhm.
And Alliya says she's gone through so many hard times. She wishes that he could have been more supportive and grateful. And she says, I think we're just different and it worries me. Yeah, you
Mm.
are different, girl. You two are not meant to be together.
'Cause he could be your grandfather.
Yeah. And he says that nobody's time is more important than hers to her. And he won't be able to continue to love her if he feels that she is selfish. Ugh.
Well, like you mentioned, not
Yeah.
only do we have the whole trans experience happening, but she's also 25.
She's also 25.
Yeah.
I'm only 25.
25.
She apologizes for him feeling that way and about what happened to his mom and being late and ruining everything. And all she can say is that she's sorry. And he says, you have to know two things about me. I am super generous, but if people take advantage, all he knows how to do is remove himself from those situations.
Fuck right off, dude.
And doing this makes him wonder if he has to walk away from her to save himself.
That
There's a
was
middle ground, dude, between feeling taken advantage of and just cutting people off whole cloth.
that was a threat.
That was a total threat.
Mhm. Mhm.
Alliya says she just feels wrong and small. And they leave the coffee shop and it's super tense. And she says she should be living her fairy tale, but now she's living somewhere that she has no one. And she dreamed about this differently. And now she's super uncertain. And now she's just blaming herself. And that's really hard. And she just sits there and cries.
Okay.
I want to hug her. I'm mad at
We
her
we
for being 2
we
hours late.
we leave them on a real uplifting note.
We'll just have to leave this here. I want to give her a hug. Much like I want to adopt Taylor Frankie Paul, I
Mhm.
want to
Mhm.
give Alliya a hug.
I don't want to adopt Taylor Frankie Paul. She'll be putting shit on social media about me the minute I do something wrong.
Amy, she has like 29,000 times the money we do.
I don't care. It's not
Okay.
worth it.
I would do it.
She'll be on TikTok calling my spaghetti bad or something, or
Okay. Who
saying
cares?
like I don't know.
We're
No,
not the monster that Leanne is, so she can't say that much bad about us.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's where we leave these crazy kids.
Okay, so next week's the tell off. We didn't the tell off. It's the tell
it might
off.
be it might be a tell off. I'm not sure.
We didn't get a preview.
No, there was no next time on.
Nothing.
No next time on. So we shall see.
Let's track these goddamn pets.
Yep, let's see
Shall
where our
we?
pets are.
Let's see where they are.
Go. I'm going to guess Yuki is right the hell where he always is.
Did you see there was an ice cream flavor named after him?
Yes. And
Well, the
someone said they
BDF
couldn't.
shared it.
Yes. And someone said I couldn't eat Amanda's little boy. And I said, well, I think I could.
Thank you.
Yeah, I totally could because that looked like a good Sunday. Eat the shit out of that.
Okay, let me look here. Let's just get Merlin out of the way because she is the least interesting.
She's the one we care the least about.
Yes. All right. So Merlin, maybe she has beached herself. Who knows? Who cares? She's my daughter and whatever. Okay, here we go. So let's see. She's the thing about my pets is they really move a lot.
Mine doesn't go anywhere. Mine's very boring.
She is heading back into New Zealand.
Okay.
Heading back in a westerly direction.
Is she going to beach herself?
I don't think so.
Okay,
She's still quite a way off the coast.
Okay, good.
But she is headed towards Northland, which is north New Zealand.
Sure,
so that's where
sense.
she is. Okay.
Cool.
So let's see where the prodigal son title is. Let me see. Okay. Title. You know what it is? If we put it in Righteous Gemstone stock, title is Gideon and Merlin is Pontius.
Oh, got it. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
meant to ask you.
And $2 million.
I meant to ask you, what'd you think of Teen Jess?
We were laughing about Teen just driving home from dinner last night.
I got your miracle right here, nerd. He's like, I'm going to play Teen Jess. And they're like, you're 100. How are you going to play a teenager?
Teen Jess. Oh, God.
Okay. So he is still off of the northeast coast of Australia. Off of Queensland. Still kind of in the same spot. They cover a lot of ground, these whales.
They do. They really do.
Wow. I mean, he started all the way over on the west coast.
Yeah.
And has gone all the way around Australia.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear about Yuki.
An animal who's significantly less impressive. Yuki is my little boy. He is a hawksbill turtle. He is about 1 meter in size. And Amy, he continues to be exactly where he started. Still in the Dutch Caribbean, just hanging out. I don't know what he's doing.
Yuki, come on.
Okay, we need to have a serious conversation.
Okay.
We have 2 more episodes of 90 Day Fiancé. Are we going to continue to track Merlin, Title, and Yuki afterwards? And if so, where? Or will we just give maybe periodic, like monthly
updates on Reality Roundup? I feel like.
That's what I was thinking.
I feel like that's a good place.
I think so too.
Yeah. All right, guys, this has been your 90 Day. I hope you enjoy the week. As you listen to this, I'm driving down to Rehoboth. Hopefully my kids are not in jail and I'm driving to bail them out.
We'll see what happens. Be in jail. It's going to be fine.
See what happens. All right. Amanda, thank you. Tell everyone where they could find your coaching.
Oh, sure. You can go to amandalipnack.com. I also have a small little poaching contest. Coaching podcast called Amanda's Coaching Corner, which is going to have an episode this week where I'm going to talk about when life hands you lemons. Sometimes you just have a lot of lemons.
Yeah, yes, you do.
Because I have a lot of lemons right now. There's no lemonade yet. We just have a lot of lemons.
Yep.
Okay.
I got you.
Yep.
And today we're recording with our special guest for Real Housewives. So Real Housewives, guys, we have special guests every week.
For the tell-alls, yes.
Yep.
For the reunion, I'm sorry.
Chris DeRosa, you already heard.
Yep.
You're hearing that. Now you're going to hear Ryan Bailey this week. Then you're going to hear our special guest. Then you're going to hear Mary Payne. So it's very exciting.
It is very exciting.
Very exciting. So stay tuned for that. And then like all these shows are wrapping up at one time.
I know. It's a lot. We're going to be fine. Don't panic.
She's
not going to panic.
Okay. I'm going to panic, but we're going to have McBee Dynasty.
We're going to have McBee Dynasty. 90 Day UK is coming back. We have Ultimatum Queer Love coming. Like we've got a lot happening. Plathville. We got a lot coming.
Yeah, we do. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening and we'll see you next time.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to Little Miss Recap. If you'd like to support the show, the best way you can do that is to join our Twin Flame universe, which is our Patreon, Supercast, and Apple subscription feeds. The links for those are in the show notes. You get ad-free episodes and a ton of bonus content. You can also subscribe to the feed so you don't miss an episode, share the show with a friend, and leave a 5-star review. To contact the show, please email me directly at amy@littlemissrecap.com or join our Facebook group Backdoor Friends. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.